guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new on my channel, then welcome. Today's video is going to be an ultra super mega glam autumn kind of look. I am focusing and concentrating so much on this video that I'm barely really saying anything, but hopefully as I am doing stuff you can see what I'm doing so that it's not that difficult to follow along. At least that's what I'm hoping. I was just so nervous and I really wanted to get the look to turn out as good as it possibly could. The look that we are creating today was done using the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I absolutely adore this palette. I have not used this on camera before. I actually got it quite recently as well. Well, somewhat recently. I got this for my birthday. My birthday was in August. And yeah, I have been playing around with this off camera quite a bit. It's stunning. It is so stunning. So yeah. This will be the star of our show today because this is using warm toned browns and oranges and those kinds of colors. You can absolutely create this look with whatever kind of warm toned palette you have that has similar colors in there, some glitter, and you will be absolutely fine. You do not need to buy the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, which is kind of does have kind of a hefty price tag on it. If you want to see how to create this pumpkin spice latte kind of look. That's how I feel, at least. I feel like a pumpkin spice latte, which by the way, I've never tasted it, so I have no idea what it's actually like. But I've heard that it's pretty great, and I don't know, just something about the name of it reminds me of what is on my face right now, or vice versa. I don't know. Anyway, if you want to see how to get this look, just keep on watching. Okay, my hair is semi-wet, so please let's just ignore the situation and move on to what this video is actually about. I'm so excited and I'm really nervous at the same time because I have never done a double cut crease before, so yeah, I have no idea how this is going to play out, but we will give it our best. I probably forgot to mention that, but I'm sure you could tell as well. I have primed my eyelids. I used some NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer and I just set it down with some powder as always, and I have also used a brightening under eye corrector and I have applied some primers on my face. I'm going to start off with a light crease shade, as I tend to do almost always. I love the shade Eden in the crease because this is such a stunning peachy light toned color, and I think it just complements the eyes so well, and it's a perfect warm base for all the other shadows to go on top. I'm going to keep this one rather high up because, well, we need to cut the crease twice, so there has to be room to do that, and I have to be honest, I have no idea how this is going to work on my eye shape. Cut creases on their own, they are complicated enough, plus adding to the fact that I have never done a double cut crease in my life, we are, I don't know, it's going to be a bumpy ride, something tells me. I feel like I'm way too far. Hang on, let me scoop you in closer. Yeah, this is better. And also now you can see my messed up eyelids as well, because that's what they are really messed up right now. Next I'm going to take the shade Blazing, and that will go in pretty much in the exact same place that Eden went. The only difference is that I'm keeping this one a bit lower so that Eden would still show through. I don't know whether I should do the crease work, then cut the lid, and then carve out like another more precise line and then fill in the lid, or should I just do something all over the lid and then draw like a gap between the two colors? You get what I'm saying, right? I hope you get what I'm saying. I'm just kind of confused. I don't know what to do, whether I should do like draw a line with a concealer on my eye and create the double cut crease that way, or whether I should just actually do two different. But okay, let's try the two different lids. I'm going to go in the shade Amber, and this is such a stunning warm brown shade. I love this shade. As I work my way through the crease and onto my lid, I always take the colors lower and lower and lower. So this one is pretty much going in my eye socket. The other ones were, well, you could see they were a lot higher up. So this one is almost like on my lid, but it's fine because we're going to be covering it up with concealer, so it won't show up anyway. Just the necessary parts. I am taking the color up just the slightest bit because I just realized that it needs to be a bit higher up, otherwise it will be not as visible when I cut the lid. And I'm really going in there and building up the color because I want this to be really pigmented, very in your face kind of a brown. And now just going back in with the previous brush and going over the edges a bit. And I'm also winging it out slightly, so I want the eye to look a bit more lifted. Now we get to the fun and also the scary part, because we have to cut the lid, and that is always the part that gets me most anxious, because getting the eyes to look even, it just takes a bit of work. But I'm going to use the NARS Soft Matte, you can't see this, the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Vanilla, the same concealer that I used to prep my eyes. And now I'm going to set it in place, taking the shade Desert Sand. And I'm also just making sure that there is not any excessive concealer on my eyes. Again, I look a bit crazy, but it will get better, I promise. I'm going to take the same shade Amber and I'm going to line the top part of that concealer to make it even more crisp. I'm using a very, very slim, delicate detail brush. This is actually a wing liner brush, but I just like to use it for these specific occasions when I need to do a very, very thin line. This is a perfect brush to do that with. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just going over the concealed area. They are a bit uneven, so I have to make this one a bit bigger. They are still uneven, they are definitely not perfect, but we're just gonna roll with it. And now comes probably the most difficult part, because we are going to start carving out the second cut crease. I'm going to take the same brush and the same shade, Amber. I'm going to start carving out the second. Did I already say that? Yes, I did. I probably should have watched some videos about how people do double cut creases, because yeah, this is, I don't know. Taking the same shade Amber, and I'm taking it on a flat shader brush, and I'm just tapping it over my lid. And I'm also mixing in the shade Oud. How do you pronounce that? O-U-D. That's basically what it is. So I'm taking Amber and O-U-D. hopefully it'll start looking good soon. So I'm going to take the Glitter Primer by NYX and I'm applying that all over that area that we just carved out. And I'm taking a small, very, very small detail brush to line the edges and get the glue in the precise place that I want it to be. Okay, and now I'm taking the shade Cosmo, which is the glittery shade. And I'm also taking a bit more of the shade Desert Sand and I'm going to line that middle part. Honestly, right now I keep thinking to myself that my eye shape is way too wrong for this kind of eye look. Yeah, I'm kind of having second thoughts because I don't have these perfect and smooth eyelids that some other people have, and then when you look at those kinds of looks on Instagram where people have these perfect eyelids, then it looks so, so good. And then I have really uneven skin on my eyes. It's the color's uneven, the texture is uneven. My eyes in general are a bit wonky, so yeah, I don't know. But we are not going to give up just yet. I'm going to clean up my face and do lashes, mascara, all that kind of stuff. Finish up the rest of the face to save some time, and then I will come back here and we will see what this turns out like. Isn't it always just so funny how much the rest of the makeup and lashes and brows can do for an eye look? I mean, it always astonishes me. Okay, don't get me wrong, I still think that this look would be so much nicer on someone who doesn't have hooded eyelids or someone who just has very, very nice and smooth and even eyelids, as I already mentioned previously as well, but it definitely does look so much more wearable, so much nicer, so much more put together once all the edges are cleaned up and the whole complexion is even and the rest of the makeup is on, and lashes. I cannot emphasize how much I think lashes make a look. That's all I'm gonna say. We are going to move on to the lower lash line. As always, you already know the drill, guys. If you want to know all the products that I used on my face, then you can find them listed in the description box. Now, okay, let's finish up this look, shall we? I mean, you can already kind of see, you can see how the glitter has transferred on the empty or the blank part of the look and also in my crease, but I guess that is just inevitable with an eye shape like mine. So that is why I keep saying that, you know, this look is probably best suited for someone who doesn't have hooded eyelids, or maybe it would have also helped if I had created that line a bit higher up. But anyway, it is what it is, so let's just move on. I'm first going to start off with the shade Eden again, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line, pretty much very sloppily all over, and taking it quite far down as well. We're going in the shade Amber, and I'm skipping the shade Blazing because I don't want the lower lash line to be too orange. I want it to be more so brown, so yeah. And this one I'm keeping closer to the lower lash line, as you can see, not taking it that far down. Switching over the brush, and I'm just buffing over. If you've been following me for a while and you've seen my tutorials before, then you know that I am not a fan of spending too much time on the lower lash line. I try to get it out of the way as quickly as possible, so I just slack on all these different colors, blend them out, and call it a day. We are moving on to the last shade, which is Ode. And this I am buffing in to my lower lashes, keeping it the closest to the waterline. That is pretty much it. Now all that's left to do is add some lower lash line mascara and some lipstick. For the lower lashes, I'm using the MAC False Lashes Extreme Black Mascara. As always, this is my one true favorite lower lash line mascara. I have also already highlighted the inner corners and the brow bone. I used the same highlighter that I used on my face which was the Becca Champagne Pop. Let's try, I don't know how this is going to pair with such a bold eye look, but let's try how the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Ashton pairs with, well, we shall see. And that was the Ultra Glam Autumn inspired makeup look, or something in the lines of that. I haven't thought of the name for this video yet, so yeah, you guys are way ahead of me right now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I know that this was maybe a bit more difficult than my tutorials have been so far. The technique is pretty much the same, it's just it just takes twice as much effort, I guess. That's all it is. I'm still standing by what I said earlier. I think this look would be absolutely perfection on someone with not hooded eyelids. But even if you have hooded eyelids, as you can see, you can still wear that kind of look. It's just not as effective, I guess, and you have to take into consideration that the look will transfer on the upper crease. Let me know if you liked this look, and you can also let me know if you want to see more of these glam, like very in your face kind of looks, or if you prefer something that's a bit more wearable, something that's a bit more easy and just more so on the everyday side. Let me know what you want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Other than that, I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye!